Hello. Hey guys, if you haven't already got yourself a cup of tea, grab a cup of tea and let's get started. Ooh, steamy. So today I basically just wanted to have a little chit chat with you guys and update you on what I'm doing, the future of this channel, what I want to be putting out there, what I've done recently. I've quit my job, why I've quit my job, what I'm doing now, all of these things. And I want to hear from you because I want to hear, you know, it's not just about what I want from this channel, it's also about what you want. And it's about moving the channel in a direction that is, you know, something that I want, that's beneficial for everyone and is really going to help this community turn into something bigger and hopefully better with some input. So yeah, if you like it, give it a like and subscribe, comment, anything you want to say, and let's start a conversation. So I guess the biggest thing to update you on is that I've quit my job and I have put myself in the very privileged position of being able to go fully freelance and also to put a lot more time and effort into my YouTube and social media, because that's one of the most important things to me. And I quit my job for several reasons. I wanted, one, to spend a lot more time on social media stuff because I just wasn't finding the time, and I really believe in low impact living, you know, low waste living, and I still fully support the zero waste movement, of course. I want to put more time and effort and energy into it, and I want to, well, yeah, I think that's a good enough excuse. But also I really didn't enjoy the industry I was working in. It was very counter to my values, even though it was very beneficial to learn a lot of stuff. But yeah, it just wasn't really aligned with my values, and I managed, because of the snow spend challenge that I've been doing, and I'm now, you know, almost 6 months in, I've been able to save a lot of money to put myself in that financially privileged position to be able to quit my job. And I do recognize that I've had a lot of support from my family, and I'm really incredibly grateful for that, because I don't think I would have been able to make this move otherwise. I would have been too caught up in my head, like I have for the past few years, being too scared to just take that leap of faith. And I'm still in the process of understanding whether this will work or whether it won't, and I'm going to give myself at least a few months to see if I can make it work, and if I can't, then I will supplement it with hopefully a part-time job, but if need be, go back to doing full-time. But that's not to say I'm not working now. I am doing a lot of social media stuff, and I'm also doing a lot of freelance work, which is really exciting and it's really fun, and it means I get to talk to and understand how ethical and sustainable companies work, and it's a real privilege and a real honor to be able to work with some of these companies, to get to know them and why they're doing the things that they're doing, which is really exciting. So that's another reason. But also, probably if you guys have been following me for a really long time, you'll know that my boyfriend lives in America, and we met when we both studied at the University of Michigan, and he still lives in America. He just moved to DC, which is exciting because it means there's somewhere else to go, but it is a bit shit that he lives far away. So I also wanted to be freelance so I could, you know, spend more time with him and more time together in the same country and the same city as well. And being freelance and being able to work digitally has given me that freedom, which is really exciting. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to working towards my goals and not somebody else's, and working towards goals that are community orientated, not profit orientated. So yeah, that's really exciting. Also, it gives me a chance to work on my photography a lot more. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I just absolutely love taking photographs, like of anything and everything and everyone. I love taking photos of people. I love taking photos of products or kind of I don't know, food and stuff like that. My favorite though are kind of like still objects or animals and people. I love getting the different perspective between animals, where you get them from their eye view rather than ours, and it creates a lot of drama in the picture, and it's really exciting to learn more about composition. I've been following a lot of YouTubers recently, trying to follow kind of what they do and how they better their photography skills and filming skills, and it surprised me about how many of them are actually men and how few of them are women. So if you are interested in understanding how I've been learning about photography, because I've done it all through YouTube and just self-learning, let me know in the comments below, because as we're going through this video, if something comes up that you think, oh, I'd really love to hear more about that, or I'd really love to see you do a video on that, or I'd love to see you research and make a really informed and educational video about this topic, please let me know in the comment section below, because I want to do a lot more educational videos. I'm also going to be a lot more consistent on YouTube. Wednesdays and Sundays I'm going to be making a video every single week, and then Fridays I'm going to be trying to just make an additional one, but that's not one that's going to be a definite. Wednesdays and Sundays will be definite, and Fridays are going to be like an additional, and they're either going to be like a 2-minute Friday, kind of this is how you make chickpeas, or this is how you cook beans from dry, this is what else, or even just like like a Q&A every Friday if you have like burning questions that you really want to know that maybe wouldn't be suitable for like a whole video. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm planning on doing with my Fridays and with my YouTube, so that a lot of stuff is in the back end of the weeks. Then I've got Monday and Tuesday to do freelance work. But having said that, I kind of work constantly, so and I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually finding it so much more rewarding working towards my own goals and being able to put a lot more effort into kind of the low impact movement and into this community, I guess. What else? Yeah, I've also started talking a lot more about the low impact movement and what that really means to me, because I don't know why there was just a lot of questions or negativity around the fact that I don't use the term zero waste anymore. And maybe it's my fault for not giving you more context or really fully explaining in more of a sense than just one video. And I hold my hands up and I apologize if that was the wrong way to go about it. I just think that as I'm getting older, as I'm growing as a person, as I'm currently reading 2 books a week, and as I evolve, my thinking changes, my perspective changes, and what I think is important changes. That's not to say I don't think that reducing waste is incredibly important, because I absolutely do, and that is a fundamental aspect to the low impact movement and me calling myself a low impact. But it's just so much more. Like, reading all of these books just opens my eyes to so many other things that are just as important. And also reading a lot of books has made me kind of realize how sheltered I was before and how I didn't really consider other aspects of sustainability and the sustainable movement. I mean, when I was calling myself zero waste, I completely adhered to all of the zero waste kind of fundamentals, and I wanted to have everything was very aesthetic, everything was very clean and white, and all of my Instagram feed was very whitewashed, and I just had no other perspective. And then I started reading, because my sister is a very extensive reader, and I picked up all of the books from her shelf. I've spoke about Bad Feminists before by Roxanne Gay. I'm just about to start reading Hunger. I'm reading No Logo at the moment by Naomi Klein, but also reading Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Racism. Even reading Half a Yellow Sun, which is a fiction book, but it's about the Nigerian Civil War, and just kind of realizing that you'll never understand what it's like to be that person, but by reading these books you can understand a little bit better through their eyes what their life is like. And that has been a fundamental change in my activism. And I've realized that my feminism, my sustainability, my zero waste living was not incorporating everyone. And I don't believe that there's any forward progression without being fully and utterly inclusive. So I am trying my best to do a lot of research, reading lots of books, especially like by Roxanne Gay, because I think she's an incredible writer, and the way she talks, like Bad Feminist is just a set of essays. I have spoken about before, but if you haven't heard of it, it's just a set of essays which you can dip in and out of. I do suggest obviously reading all of them, but they're just a wonderful kind of reminder of who you are and what other people have to go through and what other people face, and why eco-friendly, zero waste living might not be at the forefront of their mind, even if they are obviously fully invested. So I wanted the low impact movement to be as inclusive as possible and really celebrate a lot of women in this movement who aren't just women who look like me. But yeah, I always end up talking about this topic, but I feel like I haven't spoken about the low impact movement enough. There are so many things around menstrual cups and how to be inclusive with the language that you use, because not everyone who menstruates identifies as a woman, and there are lots of different kind of aspects to low impact living that I didn't consider before. Like, I don't engage in fast fashion, I don't engage in buying stuff very often anymore. I try, especially with my no spend challenge, to go for whole days, a couple of days in a row, hopefully without spending any money whatsoever. I know that money is obviously an important aspect of a capitalist society, but by taking back control and choosing when I spend my money is something that I feel gives me that sense of I am in control of my life and how I contribute to society, and by using my money, that is how I do that. And so I'm really trying to understand ethical fashion a lot more, trying to understand true ethical brands, how to differentiate between greenwashing and brands that are just simply trying to hop on, the bandwagon and pretend like they have an eco-friendly section when really they are allowing pretty horrific horrific sexual abuse that happens in a lot of factories, especially in Southeast Asia at the moment. If you haven't read the Guardian article about H&M and Monkey and Gap, I will put that down below. It's pretty horrific and pretty shocking that in today's society that goes on, and because it's been hidden from us, we don't know that we're paying for that to happen. So I think it's really important to research and understand everything that is going on with all of the kind of, I don't know, different aspects of what our living situation creates. So I call myself a low impactor because through my low impact on this earth, I want to have a really high impact socially. So I want my environmental footprint to be low with my social impact to be high. I don't think that you need to call yourself anything. I just feel like I didn't fit into the zero waste movement, and it wasn't mine. I had to keep adapting myself to fit into the parameters of what it meant to be zero waste, and I decided that I don't want to do that. I want to be my own person. I want to start something that I'm proud of and that I feel like I fit into and actually truly resonates with my values. And low impact is the perfect term for me. Even if it's not right for you, that doesn't matter. I'm encouraging you to choose what's right for you. And I know zero waste, low impact, all of these terms, it's kind of annoying to have so many, but that's the beauty of being able to choose what is right for you and then to live those values as best you possibly can. I've rambled on, as I always do, and I quite enjoy it now. And that's what these Fridays are going to kind of be like. Rambling, zero waste, low impact, eco fashion, ethical fashion, sustainability, Q&As, really quick short videos, just everything and anything that is a bit less formal, you know, just to have a casual chat with a cup of tea and get to know each other a bit more. This video has gone into different aspects and topics that I didn't really think that it was going to. But that's what Fridays are for. I'm just gonna keep saying it. This is what Fridays are for. I am just gonna stop making videos that I think I have to make or I should make, or if other women in this sphere are making these videos, then I'm gonna make these videos as well. I decided to just completely drop that bullshit and just focus on what I want to make, what I want to talk about, and what you guys are interested in as well. I don't want to compete with women. I want to build other women up, and I want to be built up by them too and create a wonderful community where we are all just bloody helping one another, because we've got too many people already bringing us down. Well, that's my 5 million cents. Let me know what you think. Why not? Go ahead. And I'm just so excited for what's to come, and like I'm so happy at the moment that I really hope that the positivity that I have in my life will shine through my videos and help you guys, especially because, you know, I've been going through a bit of a hard time recently, and now I've just reached the other end of it and I'm happy, and I hope you are too. So let's see you very soon. Well, let's see you on Sunday. Bye.